Heyo, welcome to another
Hello.
interview. Sawadika.
สวัสดีค่ะ I have to do this.
Yes, Sawadika. Yes, I have the pleasure of talking to MP from Thailand. She used to be one of my students in New Zealand. We had such a great time, and I invited her to answer some of your questions about learning English. But just to start, for starters, MP, tell everybody a little bit about you. What do you do?
Hi, my name is MP. Right now, and I am unemployed. I'm going to start my new job soon as a TA in international school in Thailand. Yeah, before I used to be a kindergarten teacher teaching English.
Yeah, TA, for those of you who don't know, is a teacher assistant. Yes, that's really cool. And tell us a little bit about your experience. When did you start learning English?
Well, back when I was really young, thank you to my dad because he have to go work abroad, like in Canada. I have a chance to like follow him. With my mom too. So our whole family moved to Canada for like a period, you know what I mean? Like until I was really young, until I about like 3 or 4 years old. Then I have to like come back to Thailand to start my school because my dad finished his work already. Right. So yeah, that's my first experience with English. At that time, I don't know what the language that they speak is, so because my family speaks Thai to me, but I heard other people outside speaking different language. So I, in my head that time, I think any language can be English, you know what I mean, except Thai. So I start to like speak like an alien. I look like blah, blah, blah. I talk to my maid, like the housekeeper, every morning, go like blah, 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 blah.
That's so funny.
That's funny.
Yes,
and then
funny.
Yeah, then I just like back to Thailand and start my school, and I just like, oh no, that's not the right thing to do.
Do teachers teach you English in Thailand through the Thai language or just English?
I went to Thai government school. We call public school, right? The public school, we learn with a Thai teacher at that time, Thai teacher that teach English. Some of them teach like broken English. Who knows? Who knows? Is it wrong? Because when we were very young, then I go to high school and then I start to have like a foreign teacher. But luckily my mom sent me to some English institute, like that they open in the mall. So they sent me, my mom sent me to over there to study English.
And there are many foreigners that speak English in Thailand, right? A lot of people. I know, right? Because it's a tourist destination. People want to go to Thailand. The English, the Americans, Canadians, you see people from all over the world, friends, you name it. What did you think about studying English overseas? What was it like for you?
It's like a new adventure, and I think like there's more than you yes, you go abroad to study English, but then you get more. You know what I mean? You gain like their culture. You can go like travel around the country. You can meet different people. You can meet different, like eat different food. That's I like the most. Even though I'm just like I can't speak English very well, but I'm willing to like to go anywhere. Living like they did.
It's always nice to travel, right? So it's good. So it's a combo. You travel, you meet people, you have fun, and learn English at the same time. But did you translate everything you were learning in New Zealand?
I used to, but then when I choose to like translate a lot, when it's come to exam time, I cannot finish anything on time because I keep translating every single word. Then I changed my mindset to be like not to translate every word. And then it's helped, even though you not understand like the whole concept, but then you get a key point and then you can bring different pieces together. that is made.
That's the main idea. You don't need to understand every single word.
Yeah.
You get there eventually. So you just have to be a little bit patient. That was the same thing for me. I wouldn't translate every single word. And back in the day when I was learning English, we didn't have smartphones. So, and we wouldn't use dictionaries in class either, like bilingual dictionaries in class, because they were too heavy, difficult to carry. And I was like, I'm not gonna take one. So I would just try to understand. And I had I was taught by experienced teachers. They knew what they were doing. Their English was really good. They were all Brazilians mainly. Like I had some native English teachers, but in general, they were all Brazilians. And what do you think your English is like now?
Oh, now my English, I think when it comes to communication, I think I can speak like fluent. I don't know, like fluently, but then sometimes I still make mistakes when speaking or when writing.
Which is
which is my friend, which is foreigners, say like, I don't care, I still understand you. Sometimes they help me correct me, which is I'm okay with that. Like some people like refuse to correct me because it's not like in a good manner, but I want to learn, so I tell like, hey, let me know if I speak something wrong or I just like misunderstood.
Just have an open conversation about it and say, hey, I'm still learning, and can you correct me if I make any mistakes? Some people don't really mind. I remember when I was hanging out with my friends that are that live in New Zealand, and they would always ask me to correct them. And I said, sometimes I don't think I have to, because I got what you said and you didn't say anything out of the ordinary, you know? I said, hey, that's English. I said, I don't think it's really bad. I know what a native speaker would say, but for me, it's like, okay, we can still have a conversation. That doesn't make you less smart. You're just saying something in a different way. English will, you can always improve your English to the point that you can sound like a native speaker, but English will never be my first language. Or yours. That's true. I have my first language and I'm okay with that. Portuguese is my first language, but that doesn't mean that I'm not as smart as other people. It's just different. I speak 2 languages or 3. I speak Spanish too. So that's an advantage. And what you don't know, you can always learn. Like, oh, I don't know this. I'm gonna learn. And that's okay. You will learn eventually. So you use English during the week. Do you think you still need to study English? Like in a language school?
For me, yes. Because I think even though I think I'm good right now, but I still think that I have something more to learn. Like I'm not know everything and I want to know everything.
Right, right.
Yeah, so because there are some point that I need to fix myself, like the writing thing, because the writing is my worst part, which is I'm developing on that.
Yeah, you're disappointed is that one, and it's fine. I mean, you see, that's the good thing. You're always thriving to be better. I'm thriving. I want to do better. I want to learn more. I want to do, and that's great. That's what makes a good English learner, someone that still wants to learn. Of course, you don't need to learn English forever. Like, I mean, go to an English school forever. You will get to a point that will be like, I know enough. I can study on my own. That's something I can do now. But people need to realize sometimes that they need help from teachers. I studied English for 6 years, 2 years in one school. And I was a pre-intermediate student. Then I got a full scholarship from another school, and I studied there for 4 years. And they had a lot of courses, many courses, and I didn't mind going. For me, it was fun. I made a lot of friends. I would always learn something new. I didn't have to worry about finding stuff to learn. Like, what does this mean? How does it work? No, I had people that would think about that for me. So that would, I didn't have to carry that weight on my shoulders. Like, What do I do? How should I do it? I'm not a teacher. So they would help me. And my life was much easier. I said, oh, okay, I can just ask the teacher and the teacher will tell me what to do. Isn't it better when you have someone that can help you on your journey?
Yeah.
Especially if they learn English, you know, on their own. Is it easier for you to understand native speakers now?
Yes, I can understand in different, from different accents right now. Because I'm lucky that I work in school, that I work with foreign teachers that come from different countries. Yeah. So every single person speak differently. So, but yeah, it's make me understand better with different people. And then sometimes I catch that accent sometimes, which is good.
And let's see, do you think it's possible to learn English very fast? Like in 3 months, 6 months?
To learn, yeah, but then you have to like work hard, practicing.
And learn English, like speak English really well. Do you think it's possible?
Is it every day? I still think
like, yeah, like study. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to study for 24 hours, but in the sense that you're going to be prepared to coordinate a group of people in English. Do you think that is what makes people, do you think that studying in 3 or 6 months will make you get there, or it's a bit, you need more time?
I think it's help, but the most helpful thing is you really use in keep practicing in every day. Because after I graduate, even though I study in English major, but I don't have experience using in real life with foreign teacher. I only study with a Thai teacher. Then when I go to work and meet different foreign teacher, I cannot use it like what is called like very well, because I have no experience using in everyday life. Okay. But then that makes me like when I study English at the same time, and then I use English at workplace, same thing, go over together. It makes me understand things faster. All right. Okay. That's, yeah. In Thai people say like, if you study and then you not use it, you will forget it. Definitely. And that used to happen to me. Yeah. And it happens to everybody. People feel that sometimes they just need to, I had one more question that was very interesting. Do you think you learned more when you were living in New Zealand or in Thailand? Or was it the same thing? Cut off the work part, because work part, I use it every day. In New Zealand, yes, I learned more. One, I learned from you, like how to write things, you know, like I hate writing. So you made me write something correct. Yeah, but in New Zealand, it's not only you that teach me. It's everyone, like even my host family, like the family that I open to learn, right? You wanted to. Yes. Some people just live overseas and they think that's it. Oh, I just need to live abroad and I don't need to do anything else. So I just live here and okay, now I know English. No, you need to practice. You need to study. And if you don't know how to study on your own, and if you think you're not getting anywhere. And you know what I like the most study in New Zealand? That they said, even though I flew there with my friends, but they separate us, live in different town, different area. We don't have a chance to like meet after studying. So I feel like I'm alone in this house with host family, like because they not allow me to speak my own language, even though I have like another Thai that lives in the same house. We're not allowed to speak the same language. It just helps, right? It does help when you don't have self-control. When you don't have, many people don't have self-control. The first thing they do is to speak their first language. I learned English in Brazil and I lived surrounded by Brazilians. And me, of course, it would have been easier if there were only people speaking English all the time. It would have made my life easier, obviously. But that didn't stop me from learning. I wanted made English part of my life. So I would watch movies in English, listen to music. Same thing. Oh, and you know what? When it's come to practice, I forgot about this. I forgot to tell you. When I was young, I traveled a lot. Traveled to Canada, everywhere with my family. I always want to speak to a flight attendant.
Yes.
Because yeah, they can bring me stuff. So I want, even though I don't want some milk, but I still like call in, hey, can I get a glass of milk? Where is the toilet? I always call them because I want to talk to them. I want to know, like, okay, I practice this sentence from home. I will speak on the plane to see if they understand me. So I was like, orange juice, please. Yes, I got it.
That's a good idea. I always say that to my students. I said, practice. Yeah. Oh, but I'm not going to buy anything at the shop. It doesn't matter. Just go there and say, hey, I want this. And then you can return it. All right?
Yeah, where is that? But then I'm not going to buy it. But where is it?
Where is it? How can you help me? All right. What do you think? Do you think it's a good idea if I buy this and put it in my house? All right. And then you just listen. It doesn't matter because that's what people do in real life. So you need to make English part of your life on a daily basis. Yeah, it's easier. I did that and I wasn't living overseas. And I remember when I was teaching you guys, I would take you guys on a tour. Okay, let's go to the warehouse. Let's interview people on the streets. And which is normal, that happens in real life. And then you have to experience English. I remember one time, I don't know if you were studying with me, but I made a map, and then I put some places that you guys had to go. So I hid the names, and you had to ask people how to get there. Excuse me, how do I get to this place? And they were like,
why? Why is not happened to me?
Oh, that was really fun.
I never do that, but I want to.
It was super fun. And then Tanya was like crazy trying to find the places I want them to go. And I said, you need to find this and the other time, this place, and take a picture when you get there. And the other time I was, okay, now I want you to find red stockings. Let's see what else. A place where you can get a spare key for your house. So they walk around the neighborhood and ask people, where can I, is there a locksmith nearby? How do I get there? And then they have to walk. But it's super effective, you know, it's just a way.
You took me to the library only.
No, yeah.
I want to do that.
But I mean, in class, we had a good time. What did you like about, that's the last question. What did you like about, what did you like most about studying with me?
In New Zealand, right? Like you just told me, some activity in the classroom, we not come to class and just like study only. Sometimes you just create the activities that, is this called study? Oh yeah, it's a study, but it's just no books, no pens, no everything, but then it's through activities. Because, you know, people will get bored when you just like keep talking, writing. Yeah. I like one thing that you used to work with us. The thing that you take a picture of like different stuff on the desk and have to let us put together.
That's true.
Use communication thing.
I would take pictures of objects I had on my desk and scramble them, and then you guys had the picture on a TV that was behind you, and the other students had to tell you what to do. Put it this way, to your left, no, to the right. To the right. Okay.
Yeah, that's a kind of learning, which is like I said, like you do teach, but then without that teaching, you know,
that's communication, and you had to practice. And the reason why I teach like that is because I believe that English should be fun. It shouldn't be just about sitting on a chair and
lecture
stuff. You can do that, it's important, but you also need to make it communicative and make it easy for students to learn without feeling the pressure of learning the language. And I had a very good experience when I was learning English, and I wanted my students to have the same, you know, the same experience. Like, it can be fun, it shouldn't be difficult. And if it's boring for me, it's going to be boring for my students too, because I would get bored. I don't want to talk about this. I said, I hate this.
Yeah.
Let's just.
But it's fun. It's fun. You know what? Like, I'm so lucky that I'm in your class. Because you remember, like, in afternoon that we have to like come together for like, I don't know what that session called.
Oh, it's just yeah, it was just like a lounge area, right? We had a lounge.
The after lunch things. I can't remember, but then yeah, the afternoon class. So my friends, they study in different class, not the same class with me and you. So every time we're like, hey, today Wagner is like teaching. And they go like, oh, super fun. We like him so much. Like, oh, lucky I'm having him for like the whole period of study.
Yeah, it was fun because we had a very good time. I wanted to make English fun for me and for you. So if I was having a good time, everybody was, because I wanted to enjoy my time there while working. And I said, oh no, I want to have a time that I can actually talk and laugh and be like, I didn't really work. Like for me, it was not like working because I was having a good time. And so were my students. Last question. Do you have any tips for those that are, for the people that are watching us, that are about learning English?
Yeah, for me, to learn English is not something that you should be like shy about. So first rule is like, don't be shy.
Yeah.
Don't be shy of like speaking. If you make something wrong, no worries, people will understand you anyway. Two is like, do not afraid if someone saying like, oh, why you have to speak English? Talk to me in our own language. Why you have to speak English? Don't be afraid if like people criticize you.
Yes.
You know, that can make you feel like uncomfortable or lose your confidence. So sometimes I don't care what people said. I don't care if like they mocking my accent. I was like, I practice for myself, not for you. Sorry, to be honest.
Sister, you are absolutely right. Don't feel shy, spread your wings, take risks. That's part of learning the language, and you're there to learn. You're not there to be, when you're learning English, no one should tell you that your English is not good unless that person is your teacher, and your teacher should say, oh, this is what you need to do to improve. You can do this to get better and learn more. That's okay. We're only open to criticism when the people that are criticizing what we're doing are like important to us, and that are going to give you productive, make a constructive criticism, you know, constructive.
Yeah, I understand.
Very good. It was very nice talking to you once again. And if you want to learn more about MP, I'm going to leave her Instagram account in the description of this video, so you can find out more about her life in Thailand, and also what her next her next adventure is out there. Yeah, right
after my country is open the border.
Go visit. I want to visit you as soon as I can. All right, guys. Bye-bye. See ya.